Tattva Dharana, Vijnana Bhairav Tantra, the sutra number, once again I repeat, 57. And if you have the publication from the Bihar School of Yoga, that's page number 224. Or if you have any other books, so please check that sutra number. They say, Asya sarvasya viswasya paryante susamantataha adhva prakriyaya tattvam saivam dhatva mahodayah. Asya sarvasya viswasya paryante susamantataha adhva prakriyaya tattvam Saivam dhatva mahodayah. Asya sarvasya viswasya paryantesu samantatah adhva prakriyaya tattvam saivam dhatva mahodayah. Asya means of this, sarvasya of all, viswasya of the inverse, pratyantesu up to, samantatah on all sides, adhva method, prakriyaya by the way, tattvam tattva, saivam siva saiva, dhatva meditate, maha udayah rise of the highest or the greatest. So the translation, then we are going to details more. Translation: by this method one should meditate on all the sides or the aspect of the inverse up to Shiva-Tatva, which is the quietness of all. In this way, the experience of the supreme reality arises. I think this Shiva Sutra already we have been studied sometime before, if you remember. But anyway, today also we are going to study this. This sloka describes the progression of the previous dharana, in which the whole inverse that has evolved through the time and space was dissolved back into unmanifest. Shiva-Tatva refers to the source from which all creation ensues. Technically, it is the state prior to manifestation when the consciousness is described as a Shuddha-Tattva. Shuddha-Tattva means, Shuddha means pure. And the pure conscious, the pure nature of the consciousness, where there is no notion of duality. That is called Shiva consciousness. So means Advaita. What you study in Vedanta is purely Advaita. So Vijnana Bhairav Tantra, if you really check properly, I don't have so much ideas, but so far I understood and so far I have been studied. Vijnana Bhairav Tantra is purely also the Advaita Vedanta, because it's all that, because Vedanta, Vijnana Bhairav Tantra, you can see that you have been many sutras. Is talking all about how we can enter into the consciousness of Shiva, the pure consciousness, the super consciousness, which is consciousness called Shuddha Tattva, Sadasiv. Sada means eternal, the consciousness. So you can understand the Vijnana Bhairav Tantra. If you study Shaivism, I don't have so much knowledge about the Shastra so much because I never been studied. But so far I have been studying this Vijnana Bhairav Tantra. It is related to always Shaivism. Because here Mother Parvati, if you go details, I don't have any ideas, but you can also a little bit homework to do. This Vijnana Bhairav Tantra, maybe it is my past karma, previous samskaras, that what I have been studying. Under guidance of Swami Nisalananji Maharaj, he's originally from London, and he had settled the ashram in United Kingdom in Wales. So I used to study with him in 2008 and 9 in Wales. The land of ships, the land of mountains, the land of rains, the land of peacocks, rabbits, and cows. That is the land of Wales where I have been studying. So many peacocks and so many rabbits. All the time they are moving here. And then that is the land where I have been studied. I love that land. It's very much mystic. The Wales so much mystic all the time. Hardly you find the proper sun. All the time clouds, fogs, most of the time rain. You always listen in midnight. The cows, they are going to singing songs. The ships are singing songs, interesting, the all kind of rabbits. I say thanks to rabbit, I became sadhu. So if I was not a sadhu, I could also take you as a vegetable every day. So many rabbits are there. When I was childhood, I was a kind of a hunter because I was born in the forest. I was born in a forest. This kind of tribes we are. Although we are warrior caste, but same time we are kind of tribes. So our main job, the hunting, fishing. We are like farmers. So I used to go to forest because our village is inside the forest, not even outside the forest. So even one step you can put forest, one step. Even sometimes you always go to forest. Even for the general toilets, for example, we don't have even one toilet in our village until 90. Until 1990, we don't have single toilet in our village. So we always go to forest. And so like we don't have electricity until 90 since I left. So 30 years before, we don't have electricity. And there are no television in our whole village, even not one television, because no electricity, no television. We have simple radio. And maybe hardly one or two radio. So I remember like that. So there's one radio, the whole village come and sit down there. Nobody want to spend little money for 200 rupees that time. So even in very few bicycles, because everybody can't buy the bicycles, is cost around 10 euros. 10 euros the whole bicycles that time. And 30 years before, 10 euros. We don't have 10 euro to buy the one bicycles. So we used to buy the bicycles. It cost 3 euros. 3 euro, you get bicycles. So when I come to Europe, I understand the bicycle is so expensive, Anyhow, so that is some story. So what I mean here, so about the topic, I went a long way to go topic about the ShivaTatva. About the ShivaTatva, the pure consciousness. That are the main topics. So about the samskaras. And that so what is the topic? I went all the way to Wales and studied this Vijnana Tantra. That is the way I went all the topics and stories. So you see, and you must also check the Vijnana Tantra is purely Shaivism, because it was taught by Lord Shiva as a Bhairava. And Bhairavi, the Devi, is asked the questions. So I don't think so. The Vijnana Tantra, although I don't go details, but you check the details, it must belongs to Shaivism. And Shaivism always leads to all the way to Advaita. Doesn't matter what kind of Tantra they teach in Shaivism. All the time, all the way go to the Advaita. That means Vijnana Tantra can be practiced in an ascetic way. So that is very many kind of Tantra, not necessarily. And that is the 5 Mankar is involved. We say 5 Makar, that is only the Aghoris or left path Tantras, called Bama Marga, Kaula Marga. But that is the Tantra which is you can play with a lot of black magics, supernatural powers. Even that kind of Tantra you can also study, get sadhana. You can make someone human to tiger, tiger to human, tree to the human. You can kill anyone also. You can destroy your all enemies also. So many things are there. So one can use actually if somebody, for example, blackmailing you, you can kill by Tantra powers. Just by energy. You're sending the energy, the person is finished. So that is the Bama Marga, Aghori Marga, and Bhairavi also. Kal Bhairav. In India, many people know if they have some problems, somebody create problems for you, somebody negative to you, or somebody jealous on you. They, people also in India, Tantra Mantra they do. So people go to Bhairav temples, they pray. So negative energy, who people put black energy, negative energy to you, so you also can be free. Similar, that is the kind of Tantra. But here the beginning of Tantra, if I understand correctly, they speak about Advaita. You understand? The Bam Marga, the Kaula Marga, Brahmacharya, there's so many Margas in Tantra. So they use 5 Makara. 5 Makara means 5 M. We call Mansa, the meat, Madhya, the alcohol, Matsya, the fish, Maithuna, Maithuna is the sensual enjoyment or sexual enjoyments, and mudra. Ma, everything is ma. Mansa, madhya, mastya, and mudra and maithuna. 5 things are the mudra. How to control the energy, how to transcend the energy. So this is the 5 mankar used by many aghori or the Bhammarga or the Kaula Marga. The people do smasana sadhanas, the cremations, they do sadhana. So say tantric yogis they do. But see, such kind of tantra actually available, that is nothing to do with the Swami traditions, the monk traditions, the ascetic traditions. They are totally 2 different schools and 2 different thoughts. Understand? Because every school they have their own thoughts on the way to enlightenment. Vedanta, Advaita Vedanta, it has its own thoughts. Dvaita Vedanta, it has its own thoughts. So therefore, in India, Vedantic schools have classical 6 Vedanta also there. And Vasishtha Dvaita, Dvaita Dvaita, Advaita Dvaita, Dvaita, Bhakti, and Vedanta. So many kind of Vedants we have. So similarly, Tantra have the many branch. Dachina Marga, Bhama Marga, Kaula Marga, Kaulacharya, so many margas. But one day I think would be nice for you. I'll give some kind of interesting about how many kind of Vedanta and what kind of Vedanta is there. So I only remember the names, but I need to go more details. Our Gurudev Swami Sivananda, he was written more than 46 types of yoga. 46 types of yoga. So it would be nice also for you to get this reference. Similarly, I don't have so much research, and I have been studying 1 year with my guru, Swami Niranjanji, about the Tantra, but he was giving briefly for 1 year when I was studying 91. So that time I used to go to class, but whatever guru he taught me, I was listening my right ear. I was here, but never listening. So it was the time I never listening, but I was not very much interested that time. That time I was only want to be yogi and meditate, and that's all for me. So when I was 18 years old, I want to enter direct samadhi. That's all. So who can teach me? And awakening kundalini naturally happens within 1 minute. So I can enter into samadhi. That was my dreams. Really, honestly, nothing else. I was very much looking for that. Somebody can taught me such a way. Awakening kundalini itself within 1 moment. And I can enter, close my eyes, I can enter samadhi, become enlightenment. And I want to be a Brahmagyani and super yogi. So it was my dreams. But I was worked so hard until to reach, even today. And also we are still long way to walk, long way to have journeyings of the life. So therefore I'm speaking about Vijnana Tantra, the Devi. Devi actually Lord Shiva. And Lord Shiva teaching all kind of science. Now today they call Shiva-Tatva Dharana, how to meditate on Lord Shiva. So it is very clear for me, the Vijnana Tantra, the science of, you can say, it belongs to all the Shaivism and leads to all the way to experience the super consciousness, the pure consciousness of Lord Shiva, which is within you and without you. It's a Lord Shiva say, I exist within you, also without you. So therefore they say, Asya Sarvasya Vishwasya Parentesu Samantata. Asya, this, Sarvasya, all, Vishwasya means all inverse. So by the method one should meditate on all the sides, the aspect of the inverse of all the Shiva Tattva. It means when you meditate within yourself, you must meditate with a pure consciousness, only the consciousness of Shiva, nothing else. So you have to meditate within yourself, nothing but the pure consciousness. That pure consciousness, nothing but whole inverse. This is the pure consciousness. This is technically, it is a state priority manifestation with the consciousness described as a Sudha Tattva. Sudha means pure, nothing but pure consciousness. No dualities exist. I am Shiva. I am the pure consciousness. I am the inverse. I am all in all. that consciousness to be attained, that consciousness to be realized. The pure nature of the consciousness where there is no notion of duality. You see, no notion of duality. There is no errors at all. There is no sanskara, no karmas, nothing. So Lord Shiva is the pure consciousness, which consciousness has no sufferings, no miseries, only the freedom, only the love, only the compassion. And that the consciousness, every human being, either they are conscious or unconscious, not only human being, every beings want to attain. But unfortunately, we don't have any efforts for that. We need to prayatna, abhyasa. Patanjali explained, you need efforts and you need abhyasa. Efforts are very important. Abhyasa is very important. The practice, sadhana is very important. Like you check that. You could also meditate one day, become enlightenment. Then why you eat every day? Somebody asked to Swami Sivananda, he said, Guruji, why are you writing so many books? He was, I think, author of more than 220 books. Why you are writing so many books? You are writing same, nothing else. You are not this body, not mind, immortal self. You are not this body and mind, immortal self. You are the Atman, you are the Brahman. You need to realize this. That's all. The samsara is suffering. That you write every time like this. Then he was asking that, he was giving answers. So then, why you are eating every day? One day eat. You can write only one book. I could write one book. Why write? Repeat again and again. We say that, look, it has its own value. The time I was written, it has different consciousness. So first you must check it. Why I was writing again and again, and different books, different titles. Because as we are human consciousness, we have so many emotions. We can understand only one thing from the one book, or say everything from the one book. So like that, then something like that he explained. See, he gave arguments, somewhere I read it, about how, he said that why you need to then eat every day. Similarly, you could also close eyes and meditate to become enlightenment. Why you need to meditate every day? No. So it is a constant practice, because the breath is the mind not listening one time, never going to listen. So our mind also goes to the negative, because the habit pattern of the mind to catch negativity very immediately. But positive activity does not allow to accept it. You check, the habit pattern of the mind is nothing but how to accept negative. You check that, you quickly be obsessed and angry and react. But very difficult to be compassionate, to have love, to have peaceful, to have a content yourself. Check that. You want to be peace of the mind, but you don't want really peace of the mind disturbing. You want to be content, but it does not work. Whatever comes, you are not happy. And you are anxious many things, right, Jania? Jania always asks many things. I want Swami to do, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this. So much anxious. It means our emotions. I'm just checking the breathes. So you can check sometimes your own breathes. It was my time when I was the age of Jania, that time already in traditional monastery. So I was hanging myself that our age. I said, no, I'm not getting out of nowhere, because I know I'll be very restless. I'll be anxious, so many things. So end of the day, at that time, when I was 18, already I'm entering the traditional monasteries. I'm in an ashram life. So at that time, and until 27, 28, I was complete packed for myself. I did not want to go nowhere, just hang in the traditional monastery, because I know the very young age, you need to very much control the energy, the vital energy you have. And that vital energy you lose, then you have nothing. Then you are obsessed and addictions of your emotions. Then you go for it. So I know that time, so I understand that time, maybe intuitively, maybe samskar, maybe karma, I don't know what it is. So actually no guru hold me. So they give me all freedoms, but I was hang always in the monastery, in the ashrams, either Bihar's Club, either Sivananda ashrams and traditional monasteries. And I felt today very lucky for that young energy. So I could develop my concentration mind. So I never use my vital energy any unnecessary things. I spend all the energy to meditate, to practice 6 hours. I used to practice yoga. I say that no teachings at all. I don't want work at all. I don't have money at all. So this way I was surrendered traditional monastery. Surrender completely. I say I want education. So therefore, when I was thinking, if I get job, I get money. So I had temptation. I want to buy this. I want to buy this. I want to travel there. I want to travel there. I want to travel there because I have money. Then you all have temptations until you finish the money. Many young people, what they do? They get a little bit work, get a little bit money, then travel, finish. Smoke, chill, and party, and finish. Bye bye. Then another day, no money, nothing in the pocket, no traveling anymore. Again, go to street and work. Again, travel. So they have no future at all. Many backpackers, no futures. And you check that. No aim, no objectives, nothing. Nothing. No objectives, no aims, no goals, nothing. Rather, they blame to their own parents. My brother not good, my sister not good, my father not good. Sometimes you travel in India for 1 year, 2 years and spending all money, go back to home. Of course, your parents can give some vegetable and food. They say, oh, I'm disturbed by my parents. They don't give me freedom. Right, Zenia? You say, I can't get freedom of my parents' house. I need my own house, my private house. But how can your parents be giving you? So you need to work hard again in the streets. That's what the young people. This is a nice lesson for Jenny, I think. So like this, many young people, and they sometimes they think, oh, my mother not very happy, the stress, my father is like that. I see many young people, 99.9% young people always blame either their friends, their partners, their husbands, doesn't matter. Their parents, their sisters, everyone. And they work like a donkey without any job, no professionals, nothing. In many Europeans I saw in my life, nothing. They hate to have the traffic lights when they drive. When they drive, sometimes they're checking in the mouth, how much you drink alcohol, how much smoke marijuana or something they check. And sometimes you are fined in Germany, especially. You pay for 60 euros unless you get the license for 3 years banned or 5 years like this. So I know some German friends I have, and I know them. They used to smoke in Chilam so much in India. And they used to drive in the car. They have so much penalty when they went to Germany. They always say, Germany is so bad country, I am a German citizen, but Germany is so bad country. But when I admire them, Germany is a so good country. And being Indian, I feel so disciplined, so much get education myself in Germany. Because my second home, except India, that is Germany for me. Because where I get all supports, either money, either emotions, either country, either visa, either strength, either get any officers. I never feel stressed that country. But many Germans, they themselves feel stressed in Germany. And very nice for me, because I teach them, then I get money. I teach them yoga. I say, in Germany, because you have so much money, you are stressed. And I am stress-free. So let exchange. You have so much money to earning, so let exchange. And you have too much beer, so let exchange less beer. Avoid some beer and come to study my class. So some bottles of avoid, some smokes, marijuana, or all these things, come to my class. Save your money from alcohol, that pay me. So I can establish ashram, so I can help some poor people also, get the beautiful knowledge. Of course, I teach many people. 99% people are alcoholics in Germany also. I taught them. Even they invite me to drink alcohol with them. After yoga class, they invite me to Kinder Munich. Most of the time, 99% students are there. They always invite me to have a nice drinks, always. I never find any seminars, there is no one, there is absent anyone alcoholic people, no. Everybody drink. This is very hobby. This is a culture. So Germany, the morning time you go to religious Bahnhof, main Bahnhof in the morning. You get morning time beer, nothing else. The beer and the bread. You never find the glass of water side by them. And I see that. So anyway, that's a beautiful country for me. Ever in my life, ever I have been traveling around the world. So German, one of the best country for me as a disciplined countries for me. But of course, if you don't follow the discipline, of course you will be persecuted. So that is normal things. And Germany very strict than any other countries. Switzerland also, but Switzerland can be little soft. But Germany is very strict. No way. They don't excuse for nothing. One time, I remember, one time I went by tram, my host with me. So we went to bank. We get a lot of money in the bank and I have something to do. We didn't buy for 2.2 euros for the tram, ticket, just for one station. You know how much we fine? We fine for 120 euros. 60 euros the fine. We don't buy for 2 euro, but we got a fine because the person who's checking. And in my life, I never buy the tickets in Munich, never. The trams, bus, never I buy, even trains. Because I never have money. If somebody invite me, I go for it without ticket. Because nobody pay me. And I sometimes say that people in a friendly, if you ask them, can you pay my train ticket, tram, can I come cup of tea? They say, oh, you are Swami, you are monk, you are sadhu, and Swami, you asking money to us? Like this. And many people also conjure. In money, many people conjure. They don't really offer me any money. So I sometimes go friendly to cup of tea without tickets. That is how it happens. Nowadays, I give that lectures in open meetings in Munich. Always give open lectures to them. And then sometimes people say, okay, next time when you come, I'll invite you, I give some money to you, then come to my place. Not buy the ticket. Okay, then fine. So that I do. Even until now, I always do. And so that is one punishment for me. And my host pay, and he was with me. And in my, I've been traveling, I think, more than 16 years. I never buy ticket properly. Never. I've been traveling so many times, bus, trains, and everything. Never buy the ticket because it's so expensive for me. So people don't understand. If I ask them money, then problem also. I'm not good Swami, means who have business mind, only asking money. So they don't understand we are Indians. We can't actually spend the money to visit some friend's cup of tea. So nowadays, so these lectures, what I mean to you, sometimes it's good clarify your own samskaras. And what I mean again to you, when you sometimes do wrong things, you'll be prosecuted also. But same time, I was happily to give them 60 euro. We laugh, my host and me. It's with 10 years not buy, it's not enough money. So let's get more penalty. So we always pray now when go to there, either buy the ticket or ready for penalty 60 euro. So we keep our brain. The same thing happened in the airport. I thought I could escape it. So I didn't buy the train tickets. So it was 2-3 years before I pay 80 euros. Then I went to railway station, I pay the 80 euros. So 2 times I pay penalty in Germany. 1 time penalty in Switzerland, 80 Swiss franc. Because just 1 station to go, but I was with host. But they never, nobody listening actually. And no country, many countries for London, you have to buy the ticket. With a buy ticket, you can't actually enter nothing. They don't allow you nothing. So anyway, so that is my story. So I feel like the Germany for me home, like when you're young, you know that, sometimes you jump, you don't buy the ticket when you're a student even. Go to party with your friends. You have maybe 5 euros to buy 5 bottles of beer, but you have no money to buy the tickets. So that also happens. I know that many Germany boy, because many hosts, they have the children. Sometimes they have money. They have no money. They also go without buy tickets. Sometimes they take money from their parents, but they don't buy the ticket. They buy the beers or cigarettes. They don't buy the tickets. It's no money to buy the tickets. So we don't have money to buy the cigar. The same cigar need important. You see, and sometimes, anyway, sometimes if they're catch, the bill come to home. So sometimes they excuse. The parents are pay the bill, penalty bills. In Germany, it's very nice. If you have no money, no problem. They take your passport, they leave you. You say, go now, no problem. You just show your ID card, that's all. You don't need to pay the same time the money. So it is very interesting. When I got the catch, he said, no need. You have no money, no problem. So you are Indian, you must have passport. I say, yes. Do you have visa? Yes. So I saw the passport, they write down. Finish. You go, no problem. That. Whenever you feel free, you pay. Like this. Very interesting that. Even one time I have to pay, just I tell this story, then I will go into this. Why I'm speaking this? It's very important to understand the psychology. I'm speaking the psychology of this dharana. Even so many things you have a conflict or confusions in your life, you can't really grow. What I'm speaking the stories now, this is all about how the nature can help you and nature can punish you. That's 2 things there, very important things. And whenever I catch in the train, I'm telling you, I have the money, but I say I have no money. I have the money, but I say no money. But when I have no money, I never catch. Sometimes I really need, in Munich, I never have money. Most of the time, I have no money. I only have the passport going because I used to stay in host. So they used to taking care. And whenever I go outside, I fly out normally. And normally people drop me always in the airport, all my host, or they buy the ticket for me. Otherwise, I tell the story, I have no money. And whatever money I got, the seminars, everything, it is stay with the host. They sometimes transfer to money to India. I never carry money when I'm traveling in Europe. Because sometimes I think, I work so hard, get money, many people give, maybe somebody steal from me. So hardly I never carry money except credit cards. Credit cards always carry. I never carry cash money. Even buy a cup of tea, cup of coffee, always I put credit cards. It's very difficult to exchange money everywhere. If I travel to Turkey, Qatar, or for example, traveling many other countries, very difficult to exchange all the time money. So that is how I travel with always credit cards. Not debit card, always credit cards. That was my life. So anyway, so this is a story. So what I mean about nature. So nature here, the Prakriti, the mother, the Shakti, and the Purusha. Purusha is also called supreme consciousness. You study on as Purusha and Prakriti in yoga philosophies. And here you speak about the Bhairava and the Devi. So Bhairava is the Lord Shiva itself. But why Lord Shiva say that ShivaTatva dharana? Why we to meditate Shiva? It means how to understand the Shiva. How can I meditate on Shiva if we don't understand the Shiva? It's very interesting that, is not it? So therefore you have to go, like today we study 57 sutras, we must read a little bit the previous sutras. Whether like you study yoga sutras. For example, you study about breaths and how to master the breaths. Because day by day you meditate, day by day you establish your samadhi, then you can go to your samskar and karmas, right? So you can understand the totality of the breath is by meditation only. Like pramana, viparya, vikalpa, nidra and smriti. You can't understand by words only. I say pramana, viparya, vikalpa, nidra and smriti. How can I understand it? Not possible. Similarly, so like smriti, the impression of the mind of the past, but how to understand it? Smriti, the memory. Not possible at all without attaining the samadhi. Maybe it's the savikalpa, the sampragyan samadhi, very beginning of the samadhi you need. Then you understand the subtle samskaras, subtle karmas, subtle mind, astral mind. The impression of the mind comes as a samskara also. Most of the time, we are bringing so many samskara of the past life into this life, and that accumulate into your breaths. But that we don't understand most of the time, right? The pramana and